to Breakthrough with Lisa Gable. I am so pleased to have my friend Laura Cox Kaplan, who is the creator of the podcast She Said, She Said, also a corporate director, joining us today. Laura, welcome. It's an election year. Do you have any suggestions for us about how we foster civility online and avoid mudslinging?
Oh, Lisa, I'm so glad you asked that question. It's a huge challenge that we face, but I think it goes to the heart of why I believe that inner influence is as important, if not more so, than external influence. And what I mean by that is when you see something online, you're triggered, you're inclined to react, instead of immediately reacting, just taking a pause, taking a breath, considering where the other person might be coming from. Really be thoughtful about how you respond, whether you respond, and in what ways can you potentially move a conversation in a more positive direction. I think at the end of the day, when we think about the concept of influence, it's oftentimes more about understanding where the other person is coming from as opposed to immediately jumping into that mindset of how can I persuade them. You're much more likely to be able to persuade that other person when you first understand where they're coming from. And that means getting the facts, being clear on your point of view, really being thoughtful about what's at stake. And I think all of those things, when we take a minute and just reflect on it, can make a big, big difference. I have a personal mantra that I oftentimes come back to, especially when I'm struggling. And it is, you get what you give. And so when you always think about in every interaction, am I giving what I would hope to receive in return? And is what I'm giving positive? And is it, moving the conversation forward? Is it making a positive difference in the world? Hopefully. Of course, it doesn't always. But when I think about that, I'm much more likely to get the outcome that I'm ultimately looking for. So it's a simple thing, but I think it can make a big difference.